Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on E!
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Set green 90!
Now a first carry from down the field. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Here we go, man.
You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's a draw back, Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now.
Ready?
Getting into the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say,
Set 180!
the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Hunter Henry is in. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year.
Let's go!
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set! Brown 80!
First down, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
That's the way you fly to the ball. Try it to the upside, not this
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Set! Lock 15!
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this is complete. It's out. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case,
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him.
They'll give it to him. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. What are your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Set! Delta!
They'll try and punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. He's going to lose 19 on the play.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I could have a feeling about, let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Right fake here on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
No.
And
Check,
put the ball on
Patriot,
the receiver
Patriot.
before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. For the first time with Mark Ingram. Well, he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Killed them in their game.
Back to throw it on 2nd and 10. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. And as a first rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they're behind you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
They have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
No. Check, Patriot.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Double tight.
They're going to look to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag
All right, now, look at 56.
definitely an effective way
Look
to
at 56.
sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Detroit.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Double tight. Hey.
Back to throw now for first down. Inside by Benjamin. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was
Check,
effective, able to stop him before he gets the head speed going.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. It can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Still, didn't go their way there.
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that
There
way,
we go.
too.
Nice play, baby. Right. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Now they'll throw here. Out of gun. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That ain't working.
When an offense
That
reads
cute stuff
blitz,
ain't working.
doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Tight end to the right. Move.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year-and-a-half scores from the And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough. The intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
Watch that end.
0. Set. Black 11.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And inside, Rivers got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Given 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ready. Delta.
To throw, Rivers. And he's got it outside. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Good. Delta. 80 hot.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen.
False start, offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Ready. Gregory 90.
Rivers again. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Rivers on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
And I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. Right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Third and goal for Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
4 down, 4 down.
All right, here we go.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
3 down, 3 down.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20.
4 down, check.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 34-yard line. Now we look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive stretch is insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in zone. You're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, or come away with nothing. That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Set, step around 80. Hey, cut.
quickly here, and that's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Done! 380!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And break down the ball before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Lay down!
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that. The defense might be a little bit off balance.
He'll get it up the middle, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back to the run.
Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay, and you don't have far to go for the score.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive. After they knock it on the left, throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some
See
confidence.
what happens. Now it's Jared Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And a nice gain at 21
Leopard!
yards.
Leopard!
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively. The defense is good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
We got 4.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's caught. And down inside the 15 it goes. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
They to take that kind of a punch, though.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Like, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. The Red Sea Rats, and there he goes. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hang in there.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on first down. Rivers. This is caught by Williams. 28. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. Read 80.
Play first and goal. Now Rivers. He's got it wide open, complete.
Yeah, baby.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Set. Delta.
54.
Hey, hot.
1st and goal. Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Assignments. Let him run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, they're the Madden part too, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Obviously, this has not been a banner game for football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of focus, don't you think? And take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And it'll dump it over the top to him. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. C.J. Uzomah, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
13.
Set.
Play again. Incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, hot.
Rivers now. He's got his man on the outroute. And he'll get it near the 35, maybe the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
See it now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I had a really difficult time.
But they have to show you a move.
Yeah, and that's fun. agility, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, was able to make the short catch, and bring the down marker back to one.
Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him. This is his time to shine. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Time for a break. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. We're back to see what happens after this. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Hey, we are.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Double tight. Even.
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Mike 52. Let's go.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to run for the first one anyway. He's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
We got three deal.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Double tight.
They'll look to throw. And he finds Carter. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
4 down.
That's him carrying here. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 20 line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. And this kick here is good. And the Raiders escape with a victory. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Raiders, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point